We've all experienced this in school, sitting in class, learning algebra, wondering where the hell am I going to use this in real life? You know, y equals x minus c, what does c equal? Like, what does that even mean? I'll tell you now as an adult, I've never used algebra outside of school, like in the real world. I don't go and get my groceries and calculate how much it costs by doing like x minus c squared. I don't do it. And there's so many other things like this in school. You know, we have to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours learning these things that we don't choose to learn so that we can get a degree, get in loads of debt and study for something to get a job that we don't even really want to do deep down. And this is why for me, school is quite pointless for most people. But if like me, you want to live life on your own terms, live a life of freedom, look after all of your family and loved ones, and maybe work for yourself one day, then stay tuned because I'm about to drop some game and this could save your future. This is 5 skills school didn't teach you but should have. Let's go. Number 1, the decision to go to college or university. You're probably getting so much pressure from your parents and from your teachers right now to go to university or college. But let me ask you this. Why do your teachers, why does your school and why do your parents actually want you to go to university? To start with, schools want their students to go to university because the more of their students that go to university or college, the higher the percentage on the website that they can put. And the higher the percentage on the website they can put, the more money they make. So do they have your best interests? Probably not. For parents, 50% of it I think is a pride thing. They want to be able to, when they meet their family and friends, they want to be able to say, my son or daughter goes to university and studies business. When in reality it should be, I pressured my son or daughter to go to university to do something they didn't really want to do, to get in loads of debt, just so that I could brag about it. So the other 50% in my opinion is because your parents genuinely care for your future and they want what they think is best for you. Now, what they think is best for you is the safest path, which they think is university or college. But they base that off of their childhood and when they grew up, because when they grew up, maybe getting a degree would have been valuable. But in the modern day, as we all know, times have changed and what works now and what is best now for us, for most people, isn't what was best 30, 40 years ago. For some people, going to university or college might be literally the best decision that you've made in your whole entire life. Like, it could be so worth it. But I would only suggest you to go if you know for a fact that what you're going to be studying and what you're going to start that career in, you're going to be doing that for the next 20, 30, 40 years. If you're happy with that, then sure, go. If you're like me and you don't really know what you want to do with your future, but you know that you maybe want to work for yourself one day, you might want to have your own business, or you might want to do a career that doesn't require university or college, then I wouldn't really recommend wasting your time going, because if you're going to solely please your family and to please your teachers, not because you genuinely want to, what benefit is that going to be to you and your life? You know, you're committing the next 4 years to go, you're getting into all of that debt, for what? If you don't even want to go. I didn't go to university myself. I mean, I dropped out of school at 17 and I think it's turned out pretty well for me so far. And most of the people that I went to school with that did go to university, I would say 90% of them either don't even have a job in the field that they've done the degree in, or they've got a job in that field, but they don't enjoy it. They wish they were doing something else. So make from that what you will. Number 2, school doesn't teach you to fuck up. You go through your whole school life with people, with your parents, with your teachers telling you, no, don't do that. No, don't make a mistake there because, you know, it's bad. Mistakes are bad. And because of this, as you get older, you're so scared to do things that you truly want to do. You're so scared to try things because you've been told that mistakes are bad, messing up is bad, losing is bad. I know there's something that you want to do right now that you're not doing because of fear, because your whole life you've been told fear is painful, fear is bad, mistakes are bad. You're probably too scared to step foot into the gym. You're too scared to start your own business. You're too scared to approach the girl that you like because of what she might say. Say you're going to approach this girl that you like and she says no. Okay. Are you going to be thinking about that now a year from now? Are you going to be thinking about it even a week from now? Probably not. So what does that tell you about the importance of that mess up, of that fuck up? It didn't really mean much. Also, facing so much rejection in your life is going to help you develop the thickest skin known to man. Do you notice how some people just don't seem to be fazed by hate whatsoever? Like, you might see some rapper on social media who just gets so much hate and for whatever reason, they just don't seem to care. It doesn't faze them. It's because they have thick skin. Thick skin helps you so much in your life. You'll see as my channel grows over time that I will have more people hating. It's just what comes with it. But you'll see that it won't faze me one bit. I've been through so much shit in my life that the last thing that I'm worried about is some 14-year-old and what he thinks about my content. Like, come on, man. I want you to purposefully make mistakes. Go into something knowing that you're gonna fuck up. Like for me with my YouTube, if I put out this video right now and it gets really bad views, good. because now I've learned something that's going to bring me one step closer to where I want to be with this YouTube stuff. Number 3, school doesn't teach you about the importance of mental health. Do you know how many kids in school right now are like so depressed? You might even be one of them. You're not going to run to your teacher because they're not going to give you the help that you need. They might even make jokes about it in class to your friends in front of you. As I've said a million times before, if you master this, you'll master this. If you master your mind, you'll master your environment and everything around you. If you want to be rich, master this. If you want your dream physique, master this. If you want success in life, master this. If you want to get rid of your depression and you want to feel better, you want to feel happy on a day-to-day basis, master this. I remember in school we'd have these assemblies on mental health and all they would say is tell someone or seek help. Like, that's not telling me how to heal my mental health issues. That's not telling me anything. You're not telling me how, you're just telling me what to do. I need you to tell me the actual steps that I need to take to get myself out of this daily mental torture. You telling me to just seek help is not helping anything. Maybe if they understood what video games, social media, not exercising, binge eating processed food is doing to young people, then maybe at that point is when they can actually help you. You see, this is why I love the self-improvement space so much, because it's just a bunch of young guys just literally telling you exactly how to fix your life, how to fix your mental health, how to live a happier life. And if you surround yourself with these people for long enough, it's inevitable that you're gonna live a better life in time. Number 4, they don't teach you about how to live a healthy life because they don't care about your health at all. 30 minutes of exercise a day, a healthy balanced diet, what does that even mean? And the thing is, they tell you all of this, and then you go to the canteen to go and get your lunch, and it's literally pizza, fizzy drinks, chocolate, cakes. Like, it's actually crazy. I remember my dad used to tell me when he was younger that they would do PE or gym class pretty much every single day of the week. Nowadays, we do PE, once or twice a week. School is literally just pushing the agenda of staying indoors, being glued to your screens, not really exercising, not living a healthy life even more. If I was building my own school and own education system, one of the main pillars of education that I would put in place would be to teach people about true health. Because, for example, if you showed me what you eat on a daily basis, I could probably tell you how you feel day to day based on what you're eating. Your diet is one of, if not the biggest deciding factor of how happy, productive, how much energy you have on a day-to-day basis. Now, you have other entrepreneurs or other gurus that you'll see on social media and on YouTube and stuff. They're going to tell you, oh, like, don't focus on the health right now. Focus on that after. Just focus on the money for now. Okay, you go do that and see where you are in 5 years' time. Because trust me, it is going to catch up to you. All of that unhealthy eating, all of that abusing your body by not exercising, not going outside, it's going to catch up to you. You were blessed by the universe or God or whatever you believe in to have this amazing, fully functioning body. So surely the least that we can do is just look after it in this life. So I want you to spend more time learning about diet, learning about biohacking. So for those that don't know what biohacking is, it's literally little tricks that you can do and little things that you can implement into your life that can basically massively improve your health or massively improve your mental well-being or your sleep or anything like that. So for example, wearing blue light blocking glasses is going to help to massively improve your sleep, and that's one like little biohacking method. So there's that, and then also learning about the gym, and not just on some like 30 minutes a day workout, like actually learn about each individual muscle, what they do and how to properly train them. So if you learn about all of those things, plus you learn about this, your mind, these two things alone for me are going to bring you the biggest return on investment for you both in the short term and in the long term. Number 5, school doesn't teach you that grade smart and academic smart is not the same as real life smart. In school, we're taught that bad grades means that you're kind of stupid and good grades means that you're smart. Now, if I was to ask you right now, who is the smartest person you know? If you're in school, you're probably going to tell me it's the person that gets the best grades in your school. Yes, they might be smart in terms of school and grades and whatnot, but trust me when I say this, it does not translate to the real world. Now, most entrepreneurs that I see, most successful sportsmen that I see, and most successful people that I see in general, they didn't finish school, they didn't really get good grades, or they just didn't really like school whatsoever, or they had like a problem like dyslexia or something. But how could they be successful in the real world if they weren't good at school, if they didn't get good grades? Let me explain something to you. School teaches you how to memorize answers on a textbook to write them on a test paper. So that means someone that is smart in school and gets good grades in school is just good at memorizing answers, basically. When I was younger, from about 5 years old up until like 12 or 13, I was probably one of, if not the smartest kid in my school. And that was only because when I wasn't playing football outside, I spent the rest of my day at home reading books, learning. The good grades came naturally from spending all of that time learning and reading and putting in all of that hard work, plus the fact that I actually enjoyed reading and learning when I was that age. But when I was 13, I got a PS4, and as you can imagine, I stopped learning, I stopped reading, I stopped doing all of that stuff that I'd been doing my whole life, and I went from being top set in every single subject all the way down to like the middle sets. So in my school there was like 8 sets, and I went from set 1 in every subject to set 4. The only sets that I stayed in around the top sets for was English and PE, gym class. That was it. For 99% of people watching this video, I think you can be extremely smart academically or extremely smart in the real world if you really like put your time and energy and focus into it. And the bottom line of this point is, just because you get bad grades, it does not mean that you're not going to be successful in the real world. Jay-Z dropped out of school before graduating and is now like the wealthiest rapper of all time. Eminem dropped out of school at 16 or 17. Rihanna dropped out of school at 16 or 17. Look at where they all are now, and that's just the music industry. Focus on being smart in the real world by learning and experiencing like real life, and don't get too caught up with your grades and too caught up with, you know, getting the absolute highest grades possible. As long as you pass and you do like the minimum that is required for you to get through school, I think that's fine. But like I said, don't sweat it if you don't get top grades, because bad grades does not mean you will not be successful in the real world. So to sum up this video, we spoke about school not being honest and telling you the truth about whether or not you should go to college or university, school not teaching you that it's okay to mess up, school not teaching you about the true importance of mental health, school not teaching you how to live an actual healthy life because they don't really care about your health. And the last point was academic and grade smart does not equal real life smart, real world smart. Now, as always, I just want to give a quick plug to our new self-improvement Discord that we started a few days ago. I'm going to be in there, you know, giving advice, just hanging out with you guys pretty much. The link for that will be in the description. And with that being said, I want you to just focus on yourself and your journey. You got this.